Well, Pablo, Gaetano, it's reached the point where you're going to be both leaving Leeds United after all these years' service. First of all, how are you both feeling about today and everybody knowing that that's going to happen? Pablo, we'll start with you.
Well, it's no normal moment, you know. I have different emotions. One part of me is sad, one part of me is happy because I go home now with my family after a long time without them. Difficult emotions, but obviously I know I've been here for 5 years, and these 5 years I live a lot of experience, positive and negative, but more positive, and I now just try to think in the positive things that I can live here, no, in this club, in this city, with all the people around the club, with the fans, with the people that work in the club, with my teammates. This is more important for me, and always these things, these positive things are with me, and I never forgot.
Berardi, how are you feeling?
Same as Pablo. It's a strange moment, strange feelings, but I'm happy to see the people around us. That is really nice for us. I think it's the same for Pablo, because what we built in the last years with the people, especially, it's something priceless. So it's very sad. It's hard to leave this place, to leave the club, to leave a lot of good people. But for me, I think it's nice to live with these feelings, with these good feelings, and many positive things to bring with us.
Some of that, Berry, you touched on the fact that a huge club like Leeds United, you'll never be forgotten, you know, for the impact that you've had and what you managed to achieve here, because so many had tried before you, and you were part of the team that did that.
Yeah, it's true that when I first came, it was something different. The club was a bit different, and it was difficult, very difficult for me, for the rest of the boys. And but what we built, the club have done something massive for everyone, and we can see the results now. And we are realizing that just now that we are living a big part of our career, and something unforgettable.
And for you, Pablo, I remember when you signed and we spoke for the first time, you talked about coming here to get the club promoted. It might have taken you a bit longer than you wanted, but again, to be part of that and to be forever remembered for big moments and be part of that team, how does that feel?
Yeah, when I come here, I know that I come to a big club in England, but for different reasons in the last year they can play in the top leagues, and when I come here, a lot of people talk to me about the club, about the history, about the fans, and yes, I say, oh, okay, it's good for me. I go to a big club, but I never imagined that the impact to have this club in football in England or outside of England, in other countries. And yes, when I come, I know that it's a big challenge to get the promotion to Premier League with this club, but I think when I arrived, the club started to work very good. After, with some changes, the club started to growing a little bit, and put all the efforts to be better and to improve. And I think finally we get the achievement, and I think it's the best experience that I live in my career, the promotion with Leeds United. Obviously, it's not 100%. I am not 100% happy because the situation with the COVID don't allow us and allow the fans to celebrate in the best conditions. But I think after 16 years that this club don't play in Premier League, come back to the Premier League is is amazing for this club, for these fans, and for the city, and for the players too. No? It's amazing experience.
You mentioned the supporters, Pablo. But you've both got incredibly strong relationships with the supporters. They both love you for all kinds of reasons. Why do you think, Gaetano, that the fans sort of took to you so well, and how would you describe that relationship you've had with the supporters over the years?
It's I couldn't imagine something like this, because the culture that the people have here is to really see the people, the players, what they are, what they can do. So they see what you give for the team. You don't have to be a really strong player to have the respect from the fans. They can see what you do. They can see if you are an incredible player like Pablo, they love it, of course. If you are an average player like me, they love it as well. So they really see what you are in the deep of you, and this is incredible. I couldn't imagine this, and that's why I will have always respect to them, and of course to the club and to the players. That I don't have enough words to say to describe this group, the players. I would like to stay here a few days to talk about them, but I just want to say that they were incredible with us.
Hey, Pablo, he's been a bit harsh on himself. Average. Gaetano.
Yeah, obviously. This group is amazing. This group of players is unbelievable. I play for 16 years in professional football, and I can say that I never live in one group like this, no. And it's special, no, when you see that the fans always support the players, always support you. You feel the love that they feel about you. It's special emotions, and always it's impossible that you go inside the field and you don't give the 100%, because you know behind you have a lot of people supporting you, that they don't stop the singing in all the games, and this amazing feeling. And Gaetano say we can spend here 20 hours to talk about the fans, that all the things that they do and all the things that they give us, but it's impossible to describe in words.
And it's not just about the football club, is it? It's the city. You've both been living in the city for a long time now. You must feel part of it, do you?
Yeah, it's difficult. I was realizing this in the last weeks. I was thinking about this, and you say you are living the city, you are living the people, you live in the club, and like Pablo said, it's sad. It's really sad, and it's hard. But this is life, and of course there will be a chance to come back here, and I don't know when, just to see games or to watch some games and to see some people. It's not over forever. So I'm happy to live with these feelings and to bring something important from this experience with me.
And that's the great thing. The legacy you both leave here means you'll always be welcome back, because of what you've achieved. What about your favourite moments then? I suppose it's difficult to look back and think of one moment, but what would you say, Pablo, first of all? What would be the moment you'll sort of think about when you think of Leeds United and take with you?
Yeah, I think we live a lot of positive moments, but obviously I think for everybody, the day that we promote to Premier League, this day we can't forget this moment in our life. I think this amazing feeling, like I say before, we can't celebrate this in the best way with the fans, but this day is amazing. I never forget this day in my life.
I thought he was going to say his goal at Swansea, Berardi, but you might be able to say that.
That was one of my best moments. Really, I was so happy for the day, and then of course the celebration and for the promotion, because what we did to achieve that, it was crazy, because working hard every day for years, it was something unforgettable. And sometimes I think about this. I think about the promotion, the celebration, and what comes to my head is it's always about the feelings I had with these guys. And I don't know, maybe I don't talk a lot. I'm a little bit quiet, but it's good to have the possibility to share this with these guys, with everyone. And like I said, I will take this forever with me.
And you've struck up, you two have struck up a good friendship, haven't you, over the years? So friends for life. Will always be in contact with each other, won't you, and everyone else here at the club?
Yeah, for sure. I think I arrived here like a player. I know these boys like a player, like a football player, like a teammate. But I leave this club like a friend. They know they have a friend, a family here for the rest of my life. And in Spain, in Castellón, they have a family. If they need something, or if they go to Spain, they have a family there, because Vera say all the moments that we share in this club in the last 5 years, all the work behind, all the bad days behind, this give the possibility to us to build a good relationship, like not like a teammates, more like a friends.
And finally, to both of you, I guess you're both Leeds United fans as well now forever. So when you're watching on now, what do you think Leeds United can go on and achieve?
I think it's a really good base now to build a stronger team, a stronger club. They have a really good group of players. The manager is one of the best, and we could see what we did in the first year in Premier League. So I think it's a good base, and for sure the club will know what to do to build again. And I hope I will watch some good games in the next years.
And Pablo, for you?
Yeah, I think same that better. I think the more important, we do the more important after the promotion. I think the first year we show that this squad, these players have the level enough to compete in Premier League against everybody. And this is the first step. I think the second step is consolidate this, start to think bigger and start to think in the next step, and try to improve the next year. And I hope that this happens in the future. I know with these players, with these people in the dressing room, it's easy to achieve because they are amazing players and amazing people. And hopefully from now I support the Leeds from Spain or from where I am, and yes, from the TV in the other side of the screen. I try to give all my support to the players and to the club.
Well, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for either of you. So I think for a lot of Leeds fans, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure watching you both play, and your contribution to Leeds United will never be forgotten. So congratulations.
Thank you to everyone, and I would like also to thank Pablo for the person who you are, for everything you have done for us, for me, and because it's for me the best player I could play with in my career. So it would be sad to leave you, to leave the boys, and I want to thank you.
Yeah, me the same. Thank you all the fans for these 5 years, and thank you to Vera. For me it's a pleasure share with him the dressing room, learn from him. No, I think it's an example for other players. His spirit, his behavior in the pitch, outside the pitch, is an example for everybody. And I tell you before, I know you like a teammate, but I think now I can say goodbye to you like a friend, and this is an honor, and I hope I hope in your future you can continue with your career in the good way with your new club, and who knows, maybe in the future we can enjoy together again in football, in not like a players, but maybe like a managers or something like this. In football, everything can happen. That is a pleasure.
Thank you. Thanks. Thank you, Pablo.